We are live. Hello, 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 hello. Ah! Well, we have a very good thing today that we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about, good afternoon and hello, everybody. I hope everybody's doing, I think I'm going to take this off because it's going to be making too much noise. Migdalia, hello. We are doing Facebook and we are doing TikTok, of course. Our lovely friends in TikTok and YouTube. We always do YouTube because we want to make sure we share the video. It got quiet. It got quiet. I think we are talking today about awareness. Something happened here. I don't know. Michelle, hi, Michelle. Araceli, hi. Hi. Oh, we are, I think we're gonna put this. Something went wrong there. I'm always doing. Nos vamos a cambiar. Vamos a cambiar. How do you like change? I like change. We're gonna go live. We're gonna go live there. And we're gonna call awareness. And then we're gonna go here. And we're gonna flip. Now we are, let me, what happened? We just changed from one thing to another, okay? So that's the way it goes. Let me entertain you. Porque la vida es bella. Okay. We are talking about, hola bonita, hola. Anna, you look beautiful. Thank you, a lot of hugs. I feel beautiful. Today we're going to talk about something very important, okay? Everything that it has to do with personal development is important and it's powerful and it's something that we continuously need to work on. And today, let me put this away from me. I like to have a space. I like my space for work. You know, I used to be a teacher. I used to be a professor. I used to be an academic advisor. So I like my space nice and organized. So today we're going to talk about something that is important because without it, we cannot, it will be very difficult to achieve what we want to achieve. So we're talking about, let me get my notes here. As a good teacher that I am, the subject for today is awareness. And sometimes we wonder why some people are more aware than others, or why we see the world differently. So awareness has to do with our perception of the world, how we see the world. And obviously, each one of us has a different perception about the things that we see. Why? Because that perception is gonna be based in our belief system, in our experiences, in our circumstances, in our attitude towards life. So the point, the reason why awareness is so important is because without the awareness of what I want, how can I accomplish what I want to accomplish? So when you develop that sense of awareness, what happens is that you must know what you want before you can become aware on how to get it. You can get something that you know aware of it. How do I get it? How do I do it? So, and remember that when we talk about my CDs, and we have one of my CDs is Your Mind is Designed for Success. And this CD is called Your Mind is Designed for Success, and you can download this CD from my website, drjosefina.com. So why am I saying about the mind is designed for success? Because the way you're gonna connect with your awareness, or you want to help yourself to be more conscious, is by you knowing that, number one, we all perceive. I'm gonna read some of my notes that I made for you guys today, okay? So I feel good about it, like a teacher. We all perceive the same world, but we all interpret what we see differently. We all see the same thing, but our interpretation of what we see is totally different from one person to another. So if somebody witnessed a car accident, one witness is going to describe the accident in one way and somebody else in a different way. So our awareness is a combination of all our experiences, impression, and attitude that we have accumulated from the time we are born. So we've been accumulating this awareness from the moment we are born. The definition of awareness is the clarity with which we perceive and understand everything that affects our life. The definition of awareness is the clarity. A lot of time we don't have clarity. A lot of time people don't have clarity. I love your earrings. Thank you, Darla. The clarity, and we're gonna get to that point, that sense of clarity. Awareness, the clarity with which you perceive, your perception, and you understand, your understanding of everything that affects your life. What is your interpretation of the things that are affecting you? Your interpretation is going to be based on what? And your previous experiences, and your perception and how you see the world. Perception creates reality. Each one of us has a different reality, a different sense of what reality is. Now, have you ever wondered And then I have a few questions for you here. Let me see what are my questions for you. Why are we never fulfill the things that are happening around us? Why are we never fully aware of all the things that are happening around us? You are not. We are never fully, completely aware of the things that are happening around us. Why? Because, no, I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to jump. I'm going to be like, I'm going to stay with the lesson plan. I have a lesson plan, okay? This is my lesson plan for you today. We are playing teacher, okay? We are playing teacher. Now, why do some people seem more aware or alert than others? Okay, so this is a question that I'm posting to you, posting for you. Why, question number 3, why do some people always seem to see new opportunities? Why? This is very powerful. Why do some people always seem to see new opportunities? There are people, they're proactive people that always see in every situation, they see the opportunity to make something good out of it. And we have the opposite people, but we're not going to talk about the opposite people. We're going to stay with the people who in every situation, that person sees the opportunity. Why are some people luckier than others? That's a good, amazing question. Why are some people luckier than others? Who believes in luck? Give me a yes or no. Who believes in luck? Let's see, TikTok. Who answered English? What kind of English word is this? Mine. I own it. You feel good about it? I do. Gabriela. Okay, who believe that some people are luckier than others? Okay, I don't see any reply. Me. Alicia. Okay, why are some people more open to new ideas and new innovative projects? So these are people who we're talking about a sense of awareness, and some people are more aware of the opportunities and some people don't see it. And why is that happening? We have, our mind is so amazing, and that's what I suggested to you, the CD, your mind is designed for success. Because the mind is we are such a perfect creatures. We have within us everything that we need to be healthy, happy, and successful. Guess what? We have the conscious mind that you have learned from my book number 1. Remember, book number 1, Vibrant at Any Age. You can find it in Amazon. So we have the conscious mind, the subconscious mind, at the end, the created subconscious. Now, also the mind, and the anatomy of the mind, we have what is called the reticular activated system. Reticular activating system. What is that? The reticular activating system is what filters the information that you value. See, you are in this world, and it's a bunch of information, a bunch of things that are happening, the traffic and this and that, but what happened? You only tuning in some particular information. How do you do that? You do that through your reticular activator system that act as a filter, and the only information that is going to filter is the information that you value, the information that has value for you. Example, you see a mom and she's asleep, and the mother listened to the child crying, her baby crying. What happened? Immediately she wakes up. Why? Because that information has value for her. As soon as she hears, so she's asleep and she hears the baby crying, and immediately she gets up. And the same thing happens when you are crossing the street and you're paying attention to the traffic because of your life. It's dangerous, so you're paying attention to that. Another example is that, let's say you want to get a pink refrigerator, and you never see pink refrigerators. But once you make the choice that you want a pink refrigerator, you start seeing pink refrigerators all over the place. If you buy a blue car, immediately you start becoming aware of how many blue cars are there, but you never recognized that before. Why you recognize it now? Because that information has value to you. So that's what the reticular activated system only filters information that is important to you. Now we have our senses is the natural. Our senses is lo que allow the natural limits so that you don't get bombarded by information, boom, 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 because you will go crazy. If you start paying, imagine if you didn't have this reticular activated system that is filtering the information that has value to you. And this is what happens when somebody is telling you something that you don't care. It's just you don't care because it doesn't have value to you. So that information doesn't mean anything to you. As soon as the information has value to you, or the person has a value to you, or the circus, whatever it is, immediately you start paying attention to that information. Why it's so important to understand this concept? It's important to understand this concept if you want to achieve your goals, because you must know what you want before you can become aware and how to get it. If you don't know what you want, you won't get it. Big example, if a person says, oh, I want a job, just like that. Well, you know what's going to happen? Because you talk in such a general terms, you get just a job. But if you define exactly what you want, the kind of job that you want, the kind of environment, and you make a clear picture of that, immediately you are more aware that when the situation presents itself, you take it because you're ready for that. Another example is this. If you go to a restaurant and then you said to the server, may I have some food, please? The person is going to tell you, what kind of food do you want? Look here. Here's the menu. We have menu here, more food here, so you can choose. What do you want? So life is the same way. Your reticular activated system acts the same way. So you have to be specific. You have to know exactly what you want so you can go and get it. And that's how your reticular activated system. The reticular activated system is only gonna give you, the only information that is going to process is the information that it has value to you, that is important to you. That is the way your mind works. So sometimes you wonder, why am I getting the same thing? Why am I like, you have those questions. Why are some people luckier than me? Or why somebody get a job and not me? And when you start having all this kind of questioning, it's because you have to really have an inventory. You have to stop and think about what is it that you're thinking, what is it that you're saying, What are your choices? What is your value system? What is your belief system? Because also the mind works in a way that it has a process called the locked on and locked out. Once you lock on in a belief system about yourself or about life or about the world, when you lock on that idea, then you locked on. You close the door, so you're not open to new ideas. And that's why sometimes it's very difficult for us to change. Because when I lock on the idea, well, I'm 40 years old, I cannot increase muscle mass. You are locked on into the belief system that you can. So you block, you delete, you eliminate, you exterminate any information that, although it's true, you don't take it. More at sometimes, thank God it's not very often, but some time ago, people used to believe or to think when I would say about increasing my muscle mass that I don't use any product. I don't use any vitamins. I don't use any supplements. I don't use any pills. I don't use anything. No natural food. Okay. So immediately people, oh no, she has to be taking steroids because they are locked on the idea that for you to grow, to become, to change, to do bodybuilding or to compete or whatever it is, you have to do this, you have to do it this way. They lock on an idea and then or not until you change that idea, you renew your mind, you renew your attitude, you cannot accept a new reality. You cannot accept a new truth. Why? Because you are locked on in something that you believe is true for you. I believe that I can increase my muscle mass. I believe that I can be better every single day. That is my reality. It's true for me. It's my truth. And because I believe it, my reticular activated system, my creative subconscious, works for me in a way that tells me what to do, how to train harder, how to visualize, how to do my affirmation, and all those things that have to do with this, the mind is designed for success. You find that in my CD, the mind is designed for success, that you can download from my website, and also my book number one. Remember, I have 5 books, and book number one, I am at NPC competition. Oh, yeah, great, Nishi. Have you seen me competing? How we competed in the same shows? So book number one, this is great resources. These 2 things are fabulous for you to start working in your mind, because sometimes we want to make the changes. We have the good intentions to make changes. We really, really, really want. The problem is, or the situation is, that we don't know how to do it. We don't know how to do it. We don't know because they don't teach this in school. They don't teach you how your mind works. They don't teach you how to talk to yourself. They don't teach you how to renew your mind constantly. So you don't know how to do it. And you cannot make meaningful and lasting change with the same belief system from last year. If you want to make changes, different changes now, you have to start acting and behaving in a different way. What is, from the spiritual point of view, that's from the psychological point of view. We have the reticular activated system. We have the conscious mind, the subconscious mind, the creative subconscious. The creative subconscious is the part. Let me calm down. Calm down. Because this is fascinating. I mean, I love this. This is who I am. This is my life. But let me tell you something. When you are making the choice, when you make the choice that you want to renew your mind, that you want to grow, that you want to become, that you want to every single day be your best. You every single day you wanna look your best, you wanna do your best, and you wanna be your best. Those are 3 things that should be your mantra every single day. Because most people buy into the belief system that as you get older, you get worse. And it's not true. For me, for some people, it's true. Why? Because they are locked on the idea that as you get older, you have to get worse. I believe as I get older, I get better. I get stronger, more powerful, and everything else is fabulous. Okay, so when we're talking about new ideas, new awareness, we seeing opportunities in every place, in every situation. The highly successful people, when in any situation, they always see what's in it. How can I benefit from this? How can I make this work? I'm the type of person that you come to me and you say, oh, there's a problem. I don't see the problem. I see the solution. My mind works that way. But my mind works that way because for the probably about 50 years, I've been working on my mind, renewing my mind every single day. I know my CDs by heart. The affirmation CD, where is it? This one. This one, I know it by heart. More than 200 affirmations here, which affirmations are very important when you want to replace the old programming in your subconscious mind into a new programming. So, and this is what happens when you lock on an idea that you cannot do this, or this is the way things are. These people sometimes, well, this is the way things are. Well, this is the way things are for you, but not for other people who see it differently and see the solution. Why? Because the person that locks on to an idea, that person we start developing escatomas. And escatomas is what is called blind spot. You cannot see anything else. The only thing you see is what you believe. So you develop escatomas, which are blind spots. So you don't see a different reality. For you, the world is dark. And it's not because it's dark, it's because you have that perception that the world is black. So going back to making sure that you need to know what you want, you need to knowing what you want. In that process of knowing what you want, you have to describe exactly the type of house that you want. I've been doing this from the time from an early age. I used to dream as a little girl, being in I'm from Venezuela, a small town in Venezuela. And one of the things that I used, and you can find all these in my first book, I used to dream. So I will visualize. And this house that I'm living right now is a house that I visualized. I dreamt about it since I was 14 years old. I wanted a house by the beach, one floor, low maintenance, lot of light, big spaces. And the only thing I didn't verbalize was that I wanted a fountain. Because I thought, wow, if I tell people that my dream house, I want a fountain, they're really gonna think I'm crazy. And this is the way life works. And you find that again in this book, my book #1, Vibrant at Any Age, you find it Amazon. So this is my dream house. I've been in this house more than 40 years. And I feel like I moved in yesterday. So what happened, I visualized my dream house, close to the beach, everything that I just told you. And I did it exactly. And this house is exactly how I visualize it, including the fountain. When I walked through that door, the real estate person was showing me the different houses. And she takes me to a house probably 5 minutes from here. And I walk into the house and that's okay. I sat in the living room Didn't feel it was my house. And then she looked at my face. She knew that, this is not the house I want. This is not my dream house. So she said, Josefina, come on, let's get in the car and let me show you another house. And she takes me to that house. As soon as I walked in, I felt this is my dream house. This is the house I've been dreaming since I was 14 years old. Because I love the beach. I'm a beach person. Then she's taking me, and she takes me from the front door right into my bedroom. And she opens the door in my bedroom, and it's the patio. And guess what's in the patio? Anybody want to guess? I give you a few seconds. Let's see who wants Caja de Tesoro join. Caja, yeah. Who wants to guess? What was in the patio? Anybody? Yes, a fountain. TikTok one, fountain. Yes, yes, yes. Instagram, TikTok, yes, a fountain. And I was shocked because this is your dream, and this is you. I didn't even want to say it because in Florida, everybody has a swimming pool. And for me to tell the real estate person, hey, by the way, by the beach, beautiful location, da, 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 and also I want a fountain. I just didn't have the courage to say that. So when she takes me to my bedroom, opens the door, and I see this beautiful fountain. You cannot see it, but you've probably seen it in previous video. I said, Margaret, her name is Margaret. Margaret, why this house has a fountain? I was curious. I was just like shocked. Why? I just because the mystery of life. And this is why you see me so passionate about this information, about personal development, about the spiritual development, because the mystery, the greatness, the beauty, the awesomeness, the magic of it, it's fantastic. I said, Margaret, why a fountain? She said, well, let me tell you the story about why this house has a fountain. Listen to this. This is amazing. I get chills. Charlie, the builder, was building this house. And in that process, he wanted to make a swimming pool. The builder, Charlie, wanted to build a swimming pool. And that time that he's planning to build a swimming pool in my house, his grandchild that came to visit from North Carolina was here with him, and I said to Charlie, Grampy, please do not build a swimming pool, build a fountain. Can you believe that? That's life. That's the magic of life. Once you define your goal clearly, exactly what you want, what you are doing is you accessing from the supernatural into the physical, into the natural, something that already existed, something that already exists for you. You can believe it or you don't have to believe it, but that's the way it is. That's the truth. You are accessing from the supernatural something that already existed. I was even more shocked when she told me this story about how this house has a fountain. Because God doesn't create or doesn't give you dreams for you to fail, for you not to achieve them. This is one of the things that I believe strongly. God never, ever has given me a dream for me to fail. It's the opposite. You keep working at it, you work at it, you don't give up, you have determination. You take the step that you need to take, like visualizing. What do you want? You cannot you can't, you have to, you have to know what you want. And one of the ways knowing the knowingness of what you want is to connect with the divinity, with the divine life. You don't want to call it God. Well, although God is not for everybody. So you don't believe in God, that's okay, because God is not for everybody. But once you connect with that power and you accept the information and you download the information, like you download anything from Google or wherever you download, it's the same thing with life. So that's how this house has a fountain. And that happened, everything that I want, my cars, everything, and it's easily, effortlessly, free-flowingly, naturally. Another thing is when you take a step to work with your mind, to know how your mind, you know why? Because you already have within you. You are being built, born, fabricated, created with a mechanism of success in your mind, but we don't want to take the time. We want the little pill, we want the little thing, the quick thing, we want the, no, you have to work on yourself. You have to know one of the first secrets for you to be to have the success that you are born to achieve is for you to know how your mind works, so you can discipline your mind. And your mind, your body is a reflection of your thinking. Everything around you, your house, everything, your bedroom, your cooking, everything is a reflection of your thinking. So if you want to make those changes, especially now, because we are into a new year and a new thing, for me, it's every day is new. But it's important that you understand that you need to renew your mind. You need to renew your mind. And how you renew your mind? You cannot renew your mind thinking, I'm going to renew my mind. No, you have to understand that your subconscious mind, it has been programmed my subconscious mind has been programmed from the time I was born, and the same thing with you. And some of the information that is we have at the subconscious level is information that it was imprinted on us from the beginning, from the time we were children. So what happened, there is some belief system, some stuff that they told us that we believe because somebody told us 40 something years ago that you are this and you are that, and then you behave based on how you see yourself. You behave and what idea you have locked on that's the way you are. Your self-image is based on that idea, on how you see yourself and how you think you are. But when you study yourself and when you really do the work that you need to do in your personal development, then you find that you are the most amazing creature in the whole universe. So the mind, you got your conscious mind, you have your subconscious mind, and you have the creative subconscious. The creative subconscious is a part of your mind that when you have a situation and you're trying to solve an issue, you have a situation and you want to find the answer, and all of a sudden, pow! Oh, I got it. That's your creative subconscious. It's the aha moment. And we all have those moments. So the only thing you have to do is you know that you have this situation, and you know that your creative subconscious is gonna act to find out the solution for that situation that you find yourself. So a lot of time, instead of acting and reacting in a irrational way, take your time. Allow your creative subconscious to give you the answer. And when you get the answer, you know it because it makes sense and it has a sense of peace and a sense of clarity. So that's how wonderful you are. Because within you, it's already everything is in you, but you gotta work at it. Okay? The same thing I did with my job. I not only describe my perfect house, but my jobs, all my jobs. I describe exactly what I wanted. the income that I wanted. When I was in Massachusetts, that this is in the early 80s, late 70s. I was working in Massachusetts, making good money as a high school teacher in one of the best high schools in Cambridge, Massachusetts. Cambridge, Ridge, and Latin High School, one of the best. At that time, was one of the best. Amazing. Connected with Harvard University, connected with MIT, Northeastern University. So it was this relationship between faculty. So you connected with this, intellect, amazing, amazing experience. So I'm working there, but one thing that I noticed was that every time, and we're talking about income, okay, your income. Every time that I finished paying my bills, I'm in my kitchen paying my bills, electric bill, the heat, all the bills, okay? And I noticed every single time I have in my checking account $100 left. Every single time. And I was already teaching my seminar because I created my program. I created my coaching program. I created and I would practice part of the information with the high school kids. I had a class that it was for personal development, and I used this material. I added to the curriculum, I added my own creativity, my own thing, my own experience, my goal, my life experience. So my seminar is based on that, or my coaching is based on that. So here I am. I said, you know what? I know about goal setting. I know about visualization, about affirmation, because, I got my scholarship. I got to the United States. I got my beautiful job. I got my beautiful house. Oh my God, I got everything, Okay, so, and I'm telling myself, and sitting at the kitchen table, I said, okay, so this affirmation, these things that I believe, they work for this and that and that and that. How come I only have $100 left in my checking account after I pay my bills? And I said, okay, because you have to do the same thing you do for the house, for your car, for your job. At that moment, I said to myself, from this moment on, after I pay my bills, I have $1,000 in my checking account, because I had 100, so I went $1,000 in my checking account. And the late 70s was a lot of money. $1,000. That was a lot of money. That was probably like about $5,000 today. So once you make a declaration with certainty, clarity, I want $1,000 after I pay my bills. What happens is your subconscious mind takes the information as real, because the subconscious mind doesn't distinguish between something that I am imagining or something that is really happening. Okay, like if I start imagining that I'm eating a lemon, and I'm thinking I'm eating a lemon, immediately what happened? I start segregating saliva. Am I eating a lemon? No, I'm thinking about a lemon. But the subconscious mind doesn't know whether I'm having a real lemon, like it's in my tea here, or I'm imagining. So immediately my subconscious mind took me seriously. And this is one of the things that you need to do when you are in that process of changing yourself, developing and renewing your mind, creating a new programming in your brain, in your subconscious mind. You have to mean it, because the subconscious mind doesn't take a joke. You cannot say, oh, I don't have any money. I never have money. If you keep saying you don't have money, the subconscious mind takes this information as real, and you never have money, because you never have money. You lock on the information that you don't have money. So when you lock on, you lock out the opportunities. When you lock on, you lock out the opportunity to make money. Guess what happened once I declared that? Immediately, the opportunities came. I saw in a week, I was watching TV. At that time, I used to watch TV. I don't watch TV anymore. I saw in NBC Cecilia Bresnahan, who had a Latin show, a Spanish show, looking for somebody to work in the TV show as a consumer reporter. And she started describing the qualities that she was looking in that person. And I started watching and listening to this woman. I didn't know her. I mean, and now I know because I work with her. So I'm listening. When she finished giving the description of the person she was looking for, I said, oh my God, she's looking for me. I did it spontaneously. And I said, oh my God, she's looking for me. That wasn't during the weekend. I called on Monday. I called NBC in Boston. She gave me an appointment. I made the appointment. She gave me the interview. She gave me the screen test, and I got a job. I started making an NBC. At that time, I was getting paid $100 per minute. That was a lot. $100 per minute. And I will do a segment of 5 minutes, 10 minutes, okay? So I started making extra money through doing TV show. Then the high school came with a program called the Style, in which before homeroom, you have 15 minutes advising the students before homeroom. So 15 minutes and then homeroom, and then the kids go to school, to class, right? And for that program, they were paying $1,500. I joined that program. So I was doing TV show, I was doing the Style program, and then at that time, remember, the aerobics was famous. Everybody was doing aerobics, Jane Fonda, the music, and everybody was aerobic. I created the nutrition and fitness club at the high school. And I created the Spanish club. So I have, in each one of those activities in the school, it was $1,500. $1,500 for the Spanish and Latin club, $1,500 for the Style program, advising during homeroom for 15 minutes, and my TV show, and $1,500 for doing the aerobic, the nutrition and fitness club. Some people who are here, probably one of my students is sometimes here in YouTube, and she knows we used to do the aerobic and fitness club 3 times a week from 7 o'clock in the morning until 8 o'clock. So that after 8 was homeroom. So by the time I left the high school, when I resigned, I was making more money than the principal of the high school. I was making more money. So of course, from that moment on, I have tripled the money left in my checking account after I paid my bills. So it worked. This information worked for my house. I'm in my dream house, for my beautiful jobs. I always look at my job right now. Look at what I'm doing with you guys right now. I love my job. I love all my jobs because all of my jobs are amazing. Are the things that I want to do. And then my income, I triple, quadruple my income doing this activity. But the thing is, what happens is, once you make the decision, life start presenting to you the opportunity because you want a better income. Then here is the TV show, here is the Latin club, here is the fitness club, here is the Style advising club. And then you start making more money. And then, of course, but that's the way it works. You first have to decide what you want in order for you to go and get it. If you don't know, if I don't know, you know what? If I don't know that I want more than $100 in my checking account after I pay my bill, how am I going to get it? I have to know it. And the knowingness is what's going to give you the clarity And the clarity is going to present the opportunity. And because you know when the opportunity comes, you say, she's looking for me. It's just a beautiful, amazing, amazing, amazing life. It's just wonderful. Okay, when you're looking for something, the quality. Another thing, if I go for my hair, I am expecting that my hairdresser is gonna say beautiful, perfect. When I have to go to the doctors or the dentist or something like that, my idol. But when I go for my physical, what I'm projecting is that the dentist, the doctor, my hairdresser, the facial person, whoever is gonna say perfect. I'm projecting that the quality of service that you expect. The other day, last week, when I needed to take my car to have the tires replaced. And it was today because they only have 2 tires, so they have to wait for the other 2 that it was being shipped from the Carolinas, North Carolina. So 2 days without my car. So I'm thinking, oh, okay. But I was already set that my car was going to be ready Friday. And he told me, I said, well, I'm going to go like at 8 o'clock to pick up my car. He said, okay, give me between 9 and 10 to make sure. But I already have in my head quality of service. You expect quality of service. If it doesn't happen, you still have a good attitude. Why? Because in millions, thousands and thousands of previous opportunity, everything happened perfectly for you. So, okay, I go pick up my car, expecting quality of service. Guess what? When I got to the Firestone, when I got there, my beautiful car was in the parking lot waiting for me. Quality of service, because it's that what you expect. But you expect that because you're working with a supernatural energy. You're working with your supernatural energy. You're accessing information, energy, power that goes beyond the natural. And most people, I don't know if they get it. Vitamin C, one lemon or lime. Okay, so quality of service. So it's important for us to get a clear picture of what we want. For your reticular activated system to work, you must have a clear picture of what you want. You have to describe it, you have to see it, you have to smell it. You have to know exactly how much you want to make, What is your income? What do you want? If you want, when people say, oh, I want a man, or I want a woman, or I just want a relationship. When you say you want a man, or you want a girlfriend, or you want a boyfriend, what kind of boyfriend do you want? Why are you keep getting the junky boyfriends or the junky girlfriend? Why? You know why you're getting the junky ones? Because you haven't sit down with pen and paper and put down the description of the type of person that you want in your life, the type of relationship that you want in your life, the type of guy or woman or whatever that you want in your life. You have to be specific. You cannot go through life like going to a restaurant and saying, may I have some food, please? What are they going to tell you? What do you want? We have hamburger, we have steak, we have rice, we have beans, we have guacamole, we have chicken quesadilla. When I go to my Mexican restaurant and I compete after I get my trophies, I know exactly what I want. When the server comes, she said, you know what you want? Chicken quesadilla. I already know what I want. I want chicken quesadilla. I want guacamole. I want chips. I want salsa. I want mojito. I want flan, dulce leche. You name it, I want it. So you need to know what you want, and this is exciting. I mean, this is really cool. Okay, so you need to getting a clear picture of exactly what you want is the key to opening up your filter system to valuable information. When you know exactly what you want, you are opening your reticular activated system, which is going to filter the information that you need. When I was in Venezuela dreaming, lying down on the grass in the evening after I finished training, and I start dreaming about going overseas to go to school. What happened when I was doing that? Because I had a clear picture, I was visualizing myself coming to the United States, learning my English, going to school in the United States, getting a beautiful job in the United States. I done it. What? Why? Because I knew exactly what I was asking. So that my reticular activated system is opening up and is opening up and filtering the information that I needed to know in order for me to do what I'm doing. So immediately I was lying there on the grass, and because I'm dreaming, reticular activated system is opening the door, telling me, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. And everything that I heard in my head, in my intuition, with my sixth sense, with an inner voice, I got up and I did it. Everything. Because if you have to obey, you obey your inner voice. You obey your intuition. You obey your sixth sense. That is obedience. And when you obey your inner voice, you can never, ever, under any circumstances, you can never fail. It's an impossibility. It's something that's impossible is that you fail following your intuition, your guiding voice, your sixth sense, the power of life, your Holy Spirit. Name it any way you want it. You got it. Ah, boy. And sometimes, remember, let me finish here with locked on. And sometimes we locked on with some friends. We locked on and we go to the same place for vacation. We have the same prejudice. We have the lifestyle that we don't change, and work habits. So we locked on those things. But I believe lock on the things that are bringing you benefit, that is providing for you success. And success for me is doing and living your life every single day to the fullest, that you feel happy, that you feel content, that you feel powerful, that you feel that that you get better every single day, that you feel beautiful, that you're your best friend, that you don't miss anything, that you have peace. And peace means lacking nothing. When you have peace, you lack nothing. Okay, let me finish. So we talk about everything that we talk about. It has to do with awareness. Understanding this concept of awareness is essential to attaining your goals. The awareness. Become aware. I became aware how much money I had in my checking account after I finished paying my bill. Because the awareness gave me the solution. Once you become aware of the situation, you act. You act. You decide. You decide. I said it out loud when I was in my kitchen. I said to myself, from this moment on, after I pay my bill, I have $1,000 in my checking account. And within 3 months, pow, pow, pow. Oh my God. And it stays like that better than ever. Okay? Anyway, so now I'm going to stop and I'm going to listen to your questions if you have questions. is natural. Okay, we talk about the reticular activated system. We talk about the natural limits, and the natural limits of the reticular activated system is your senses. Why? Because if you don't have the senses, the smell and the noise and all that, so you have to filter the information that is important to you, because if no, you go insane. Like people hear noise and people hear stuff and they hear voices and this and that, and they cannot filter because they don't have this filter. Something is malfunctioning in the brain. So that's why you can discern, you can discriminate, you can eliminate certain information, and then you're okay. Okay, so then we got that. I think we are done, okay? Okay, so let me remind you that my books, this is the book number 1. Go to Amazon, order this book, subscribe to my YouTube channel. This video, this live is gonna be in my YouTube channel. Go to my YouTube channel, subscribe to it, and you can watch this video anytime you please. At the same time, the affirmations and all my CDs are in my website that you can download. And we talk today about today we talk about what? We talk about meditation. No, we didn't talk about meditation, dynamic of attitude, affirmation, and the power self-esteem. Oh, what is the mind is designed for success CD? Well, here it is. We talk about this CD today. So I have 6 CD. Then we talk today about the mind is designed for success, and you can download the CD for $10 from my website, drjosefina.com. Now I'm gonna stop and take your questions or your comments. And I say pow, you say wow. Pow. I feel pretty. I feel great. Are you your best friend? You wrote, I have 5 books. I have book number 1. Somebody asking me about books. I have book number 1. I have 5 books, and you can get them in Amazon or Kindle. Also, Amazon paper or Kindle. Book number 1, Bible at any age. Book number 2, Keep Learning Your Cognitive Power. Book number 3, Relationships. Book number 4, how to get started from changing your life. And book number 5, Vibrant Destiny. And this is what it's all about. It's about vibrant destiny. So I will highly recommend you need to get these 5 books. If you can do it, get the 5 books, and if you can, just get one at a time. Or if you can get 2, these two I will recommend to be for people who just starting new. These 2 books, they're fabulous. Okay, so I have 5 books, and I'm working on book number 6. Where are you from, or where inspired? Oh, I'm from Venezuela originally, but I'm being in the United States over 50 years, 40 years, I don't know. I got here in 1973. Okay, you are the designer of your life. So true. Yes, absolutely. You but not only you. You have a body, you have a mind, and you have a spirit. You have to work with those 3 components of your body, your mind, and your spirit. Because your spirit is a portion of yourself that is going to be the more powerful, the most powerful, where you have the most power is in the power of your spirit. Yes, you can have muscle power. Okay, this is fine, but the strength of the spirit, working in your spirituality, working in your connection with the divine, it's an unbelievable thing, because it makes life so beautiful, because you are in a dance in harmony. You know, when the fountain and my jobs and my car and the tires and my checking account, it's a dance where you are dancing. The partner is the universal energy. That's the partner. And you don't feel alone. That's why people sometimes used to ask me, why are you always alone? I'm never alone. I'm always dancing with my beautiful, beautiful friend partner, which is life. which the life force, God, the spirit, the in China the dantian. So because sometimes when we only focus on the human part of us, it's more difficult, it's more challenging. I'm not saying it's impossible, but why do it about yourself when you have within you the spirit, cultivating the spirit? How the spirit was the one who made the fountain. The spirit was the one who whispered, and the girl, Grampy, don't build a swimming pool, build a fountain. Because Charlie was building my house. Who did that? In Florida. In Florida, nobody has a fountain. Everybody has a swimming pool. In Florida, you don't find a fountain in houses except mine. So, yes. Okay, let's see. TikTok, now wonder, I love to hear. God bless you. Oh, Luisa. I love you, Luisa. Azul, please talk about being yourself. My children worry about me that I don't have a partner. Let me see if I got it right. Please talk about being by yourself. My children worry about me. Well, tell your children that you know alone. Number one, you have to act like you know alone. Okay? You have to transfer that energy. If they feel that you are alone, you must be projecting some kind of energy of loneliness. Let's make sure, okay? When people used to ask me, oh, why are you always alone? No, I'm not. You respond in a positive way. So let your children know that you are very happy with yourself, that you never feel alone. You know why? Because you are your best friend. Let your children, please share this with your children, because you're gonna be helping them. Because it's that mentality that I have to have somebody next to me, although the person might be a jerk, or you know what, and because I need to have somebody next to me. No, let your children know you're happy with yourself. That if a perfect person comes to your life and you tell your children, this is the type, if somebody's gonna share my life with me, it has to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 qualities that you're looking for somebody to share your beautiful life. That your beautiful life, your love and your power, you prefer to give it to them, to your children, instead of having somebody that it doesn't mean anything to you, that you don't want, that doesn't meet the requirements of the person you want in your life. And let them know, your children, especially if you have daughters, that you are perfect within yourself. You are content. You are happy. You have enough with you. And having somebody with you, it will be icing on the cake. Not because you need anybody. The only thing you need is God and yourself. That's what you need. Everything else is an addition. Everything else is icing on the cake. So please transfer to your children the confidence that they don't have to worry about you. Because you know what, baby? I'm never alone. Let them know. Let them know with your way of life, with your lifestyle, that you are never alone, that you're happy, that you don't need anybody to make you happy. No. Wow. Well said right there. Absolutely. 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 You have to, you powerful. And this is especially with the, no, no. Brenda, yes, you're your best friend. I'm my best friend. I don't have friends. You know why? You know why I don't have friends? Number one, because I'm 77 years old. and the cohort or the group, the demographic of people in the 70 are going to the doctor every single day, are taking medication. Their conversation is about their last visit to the doctor, the type of medication they are taking, the type of pain they are having, the kind of surgery they are scheduled for. I have nothing in common with them. And you know what? I'm happy. I'm happy with me. I'm my best friend. So you have when you have to accept your reality in the sense that this is my reality. I'm not feeling sad. Oh, I don't have friends. Oh, no. Yes, it will be nice. It's nice when one of my friend Geraldine goes with me to my competitions. It's nice. It's nice. But if I don't, I don't. Because what is the price that I have to pay to have friends my age? I have to be going to the doctor. I have to be eating junk. I have to be a medic. You know what I mean? No. I go to the gym every day. I train every day. I compete every year. I go to sleep early. I don't drink. I don't eat junk. I don't go to restaurants all the time. I only go to restaurants when I'm after my competition, and I have my trophies, and I take my trophies to my Mexican restaurant, and I have a blast. And that's when I do my cheat meal. Pow! So tell your kids you're never alone. Tell your kids you're not alone. Tell your kids you're happy with yourself, please. It's important for the children. Oh man, because you're teaching your kids. Kids are special. Your kids. I'm a teacher. I feel for children. I feel for children because I'm a teacher. I was born a teacher. So I feel strongly about giving the children a good example, a good example, a good example. And especially when you're choosing a partner, especially because you don't want to give your children any stepfather that you find in the street. Okay, you want to make sure you tell them this too. You want to make sure that the guy you bring into your life, it will have respect for them, because a lot of time I see this all the time, and it happened to me with my mom. When you bring men into your life and you have children, you don't know what this guy is gonna do. My mom, I was probably 14 years old. My mom was a nurse and she had a boyfriend. The boyfriend knew my mom was working that night. And you know what? He stopped to the apartment where we used to live. And then I was in my bed. He got into my bed. He started like touching me, and I kicked him out of my bed, and he left. And the next time, he started bringing me presents for me not to tell my mom. Okay? So you tell your children, you don't bring any freaking, you know what, into your house, because you don't know how they're going to treat you, the kids. You tell them that you don't know how they're going to treat you. So the moms that are single and have children, and the children very young and still young, daughters, teenagers, daughter, you better watch out. I have another great example. My friend at the high school in Cambridge, Massachusetts, Eileen, she was an art teacher, very artistic, very knowledgeable, the woman, very beautiful inside, as a person, and also in the outside. And Eileen, she used to like me teaching her my stuff. Then I was creating my workshop, my seminar, my program. So we would share a lot of time together, because I would share with her the information about setting, affirmation, visualization, self-esteem, self-awareness, all that kind of good stuff. And she was a single mom. And I remember one time in one of our conversations, she told me that she wasn't dating anybody until her children were out of her house. She was divorced, and she had 2 boys. And she told me, Josefina, I'm not dating anyone until my children are out of my house. And you know what? A few years later, just before I left Massachusetts, she met this beautiful professional man, and they got married. He's a lawyer. My man is still alive. He's a lawyer. and they got married. And I looked at that. I said, this is how life compensates you. If you're not rushing into getting into anything that comes into your life, because you're not selective. You don't write down the qualities that you want. You take anybody. And because Eileen waited, she married one of the most very well-known lawyer in Boston, Massachusetts. Yeah, you have to protect your children. You have to protect. So tell your children that. You want to make sure, tell them that, before I bring anybody to live with me or to be in your presence, I want that person to be worthy of you, worthy of your children. Not everybody is worthy of your children, or not everybody is worthy of you. That's how I feel. Wow. How many prizes you have behind you? Oh my God, more than 400. More than 400. I've been competing since 2005, and I never come out without trophies. And 1 or 2, 3, 4, 5 trophies. So that's why you see so many, and so plaques and medals and all that kind of stuff. Okay, are we done? Practice meditation daily to connect. Yes, meditation. Yeah, I have the most amazing meditation CD. You can download this CD, the best. You want meditation? You want the best meditation? This one, my meditation CD. I have it all. Okay. What is my favorite book? It's like asking a user asks, what's your favorite books out of all your books? It's asking me, what is your favorite child? I have 2 daughters. If you're asking me, who's your favorite daughter? Every book has me. Every book is special. It's just everyone. I mean, I can tell you, everyone is just the love, and the same thing with my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel, my videos that I've been doing since 2008, I think, full of love, information that never age. It's the power, the love. I watch those videos and I say, wow. Because when you do things with love, and when you put quality into it, when you want to do the best job, although you might not be perfect, but it comes across. It comes across. It's amazing. I learned that too. That when you really, and I learned that by watching my YouTube videos. It's like when the effort I put into it, we prepare for one show for weeks. And until I was taping the show, I was editing and I was working at it. ¿Cuál es tu libro favorito que has leído aparte de la Biblia? Wow. Psycho-Cybernetic. That book changed my life. Psycho-Cybernetic, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind, the Bible, and my books. And of course, but besides novelas like Garcia Marquez, the literature, like that's different, okay? Literature like Garcia Marquez, Vargas Llosa, Bosques, all the Latin boom Latinoamericano. But my favorite books are Psycho-Cybernetic. It's an incredible book, changed me. That's the book that propelled me into the power of the mind, the Psycho-Cybernetic by Maxwell. Then after Maxwell, Psycho-Cybernetic, the subconscious mind, the power of your subconscious mind by Dr. Joseph Murphy, it was the icing on the cake following Maxwell, okay? Because Maxwell is teaching you what happened, how the mind works. Maxwell was an MD doctor. He was the writer of the Psycho-Cybernetic book is Maxwell. He was a doctor, plastic surgeon. He was a plastic surgeon. And he discovered that every time he did a beautiful job to the women, to the people that he will do plastic surgery, excellent job, perfect job. But the person still didn't feel good. So he found that it had to do with the inside image. So you start, you see the power of the mind, because it's like you look at yourself in the mirror, but you walked out and then you don't feel them. You look at yourself in the mirror, you're a gorgeous person, you're beautiful, right? In any way. So, but you don't see that. You see the opposite. You see it like people who like anorexic people. They always see themselves fat, big, huge. So Maxwell introduced me to the concept of the power of the mind. Then I got with the book, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. Let me tell you before I go, wow, 4 o'clock, how I got that book, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy. I was living in Massachusetts, and every summer, once we had vacation, the school year vacation, I will come to Florida. People will say, why you go to Florida in the summertime? Florida is hot in the summer. Not for me, it was perfect. So every summer after school year, when we got vacations in Massachusetts, I will come to Florida. So I was in one of the malls. And at that time, the town where I live now, it was very even smaller. It was a vacational place. I'm at a bookstore at the mall, just browsing, looking. At that time, I was looking into the self-improvement books because I was doing my seminars and all that. So I was, checking about what was new. And this old man, probably 90, he probably was in his 90. And I'm looking at the shelf, looking at the book, and then he approached me. He comes next to me and he said, I will recommend you this book. My reaction as a human was like, what is this person? Why he's going to tell me to read this book? Your reaction, like a human reaction, like, why? I just like that. But immediately something grabbed my attention, said, stop it. Stop it. When you come into this attitude, stop it. I said to myself, stop it. And I said, oh, really? He said, yes, read this book. My favorite book of all books, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy. And if you're gonna buy it, no like somebody rewrite the book. No, buy the original by Joseph Murphy, because Joseph Murphy really explained in a very easy, natural way how the mind works. It's an amazing book. What's the book? Which one? Joseph Murphy, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind, or Psycho-Cybernetic? If you're into the mind thing, those are the books that I would recommend. My books, of course, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy, not the revised, by the original, okay? Because I've seen that somebody rewrite the book and they put Joseph Murphy, but somebody who like me getting The Power of Your Subconscious Mind, rewriting it, and Joseph Murphy, but rewrite by Josefina. I'm gonna tell you, no, you don't want that. You want the book by him, by Dr. Joseph Murphy and Maxwell. This is an interesting question. How much time do you wait for your dreams? Dreams don't have time. Dreams don't have time, because the dream comes based on how ready you are. So dreams don't have time. You keep working at it. It's like, how long does it take to develop muscle mass? How long? No, you don't. These things that are not timely things. Your dreams, your goals, they don't have time. You can read some people. Other people will say, "Oh, 6 months." I don't believe. For me, I don't believe that my dreams and my goals have time. No. In the beginning, when I started with my seminars, I would read books And he said, oh, you have to put a time limit. No, no, no. You know why? Because when your goals are divine goals, when you are divinely guided, you go by God's time. And God's time, God is timeless. So your goal will come to you when you are ready, when you are do the work that you need to do, when you develop the stage of readiness. That's when. So I will highly recommend, don't put time. At least for me, I don't. I don't, because I go with God's time, and God's time is perfect time. Everything will come at the perfect time. And then when you're working with and in that energy, when you're working with that energy, when you're working with a paradigm, when you're working with godly time, it's all fun. It's all fun. What do you mean you can see me? I don't understand what you say. We can't see you. I don't know. I can see me. Doctora, when you are in Charlotte, I would like, yes, yes, I would, yes. Okay, nicely said. Where did you start working? When? I started working out in 2005. I've been bodybuilding since 2005. Previous to that, I never lift weight. Never, never. I used to do a lot of cardio, a lot of running, the step master, the treadmill. Never, never this. Never have muscle. Now I do. And I love it. When okay, I think okay. Anything else? Practice meditation, yes. Okay, so I guess it's time to go. When do you okay? Well, thank you for sharing. Thank you for joining. And remember, we do this every other Wednesday, unless I have something very exciting, then I will come in next week. Only when I have something powerful. AC, yes. Your muscles is the organ of longevity. If you don't have muscle, you don't have longevity. So your muscles are the organ of longevity. That's what I'm so beautiful. Azul, gracias, mi cielo, ¿cómo estás? Ok, nos vamos. It's time to go. Thank you, Azul. Entonces, ¿qué la diría hoy la doctora a la niña que se acostaba a soñar después de entrenar? Oh, ¿qué le diría yo a esa niña? What will I tell myself? Like the question, the comment is, what will I tell the little girl who used to dream? Yo le diría, I would say, well done. You are amazing, Josefina. You are amazing. You did an amazing job. I'm so proud of you. And you know what? I love you, I respect you, and I admire you. If I have to emulate any person, I will emulate you. That's what I will tell my little self, my little girl. I'm, that's exactly what I will tell myself. That's what I will tell myself. ¿Me entendiste? Yes, absolutely. I not only dreamt about it, I not only dream about it, I acted upon it, because that's the thing. Most people dream and dream and talk and talk and dream and never do it. And they always find the obstacle, the reason why I cannot do it. Oh, I can do it because I don't have money. Oh, I can do it because my father left me. Oh, I can do it because my grandmother is a cleaning lady in this hospital. Oh, I can do it because we don't have money. Oh, I can do it because I'm a girl. Oh, I can do it. You know what I mean? I never, ever and I will never waste my energy and the reason why I can't do it, because it's false. It's false. Yeah, no, for me, no excuses. No excuses. Doctora, usted está en ese nivel de Sofía y Shakira. Bueno, no, yo no estoy al nivel ni de Sofía ni de Shakira. Yo estoy en mi propio nivel. Porque con una de estas chicas yo no comparto ciertas cosas. Yo estoy en mi propio, aprecio la comparación, yo sé que lo estás haciendo bien, pero yo estoy en mi propio nivel, yo estoy en mi propio mundo. No, yo no creo que estamos en el mismo nivel. No estoy diciendo que el mío es mejor ni que el de ella es bueno, no estoy diciendo nada de eso. Solamente que no creo, no, yo no lo creo. You are talking about me, you are absolutely right. Carmen, great job. You're gonna live 90 minutes. Oh, yes, okay, TikTok is telling me that I'm being on for 90 minutes. Okay, okay, shout to YouTube. I'm gonna say bye to YouTube. Remember, I'm gonna stay here in TikTok and Instagram for a few more minutes, and then I'm gonna go start cleaning my face before I go to sleep. Ciao, I love you guys. Power.